All right, looks like I'm live, you guys. Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday, August 22nd, 2:08 p.m. And B-Rad is live in his house. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all having a good week. My week is going pretty good. Pretty good. 3 weeks ago today, I came home from the hospital. With a bunch of fresh incisions and a catheter, and a lot of family and friends offering tons of support. And I still see that continuing today, which is awesome. It's really, really helped me out. I've said that before, and I'll continue to say that. When people are going through things that are extremely difficult, which can be a number of things, obviously, not just cancers and whatnot, relationship things or whatever. Words of encouragement go a long ways. It's nice knowing you've got a team of people behind you, friends and family that are pushing for you and offering you moral support. And for me, physically, stuff that I couldn't do myself. I can't put 5-gallon water containers on my own water thing. My brother has to come by after work every now and then and put those up still. Matt McAuliffe, Robert Russell, how you doing? Oh, yeah, man, Robert, thank you. Miss you too, buddy. Richard Stout, hey, man. So there's just a lot of stuff that goes with this type of surgery or just any surgery in general. Honey Hutchcroft, how you doing? Love you, girl. Miss you guys. Hi to your wonderful husband, Keem. So yeah, having a support structure when you go through a surgery like this is super important, and the fact that I had such amazing family and friend support as I've had so far has really made the recovery just so much easier. I'm not overly simplifying that. It's a major surgery, and it had some rough bumps in the first week for sure. Just some days and some nights, you just get tired of your body barking and feeling the way it's feeling, but you know that day after day things are getting better, whether you see it or not, or notice it or not. It's good. Hey boss, hope you're doing better. Speedy recovery. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that, buddy. Miss you. Hope you're doing good. So that my support here at the house has been amazing from really everybody. So thank you. Had a doctor's appointment yesterday at Kaiser, and they went over treatment on some issues that come on because of this type of surgery. I've got two major hurdles to go through. One actually is almost done, and I'll just be honest, that's my continence. Big concern for guys, of course, during a prostate removal surgery is continence. Am I going to be peeing all over myself? So to be honest with you, that was, of course, a concern of mine, and thankfully, from the moment that catheter came out, I'm almost 100%. So that's been phenomenal. I mean, my gosh, right? In my research online, I understand that that's not the case for some mentors, maybe. But for me, it's been really good and addressing phenomenally. Can't how happy I am about that. And my video looks choppy. I hope it's not coming across that choppy live. I guess we'll see. Vic, love you too, girl. It will be on my end. Is it choppy? Is the video choppy? Chop? I can't tell. Can someone tell me? How's the video feed? I need to start my phone. I should restart. So anyways, that's going really well. And because they take out your seminal vesicles and your lymph nodes, all the how do you call them? I'm calling them connective tissue. That's not right. That goes into your penis on the inside. You've got to work on the erections again, and unfortunately, that's true, right? And so, just being candid and putting it out there. I mean, that's part of this whole thing. But that all comes back. Thankfully, my continence is there, so I'm not even worried about that. But yeah, so I met with the doctor yesterday to go over some details on that kind of therapy, and so we're working through that. And that's going to be 100%. I'm sure of it. So I had a great surgeon Albert McHale from Kaiser Fontana did my surgery, and his team was phenomenal. So I can't say enough. It is, yeah. Shoot. All right. Well, looks like it might be better now. I don't know. That's probably because of the topic I was. It's choppy. Okay. It's probably because of the topic of conversation I was having. Keep getting interruptions, Rich? Okay. Oh, dang it. Well, I'm on my home Wi-Fi. I don't know why that would be, so that kind of blows. But I'll just keep going through it. Maybe I can do, after I upload this, if it's really bad when the playback, I'll probably do another one tomorrow or something. Looks better on my end. Hopefully it's better on the web. So the incisions are healing super well. I mean, they're pretty well all closed up. The one in my belly button was my largest incision because that's where they pulled the prostate out. That one, the scab just came off a couple days ago, to be honest with you. So that's doing well. So it looks like I should be able to get in the pool starting next week and get my legs moving a bit more and getting some exercise there. So that'll be awesome. Now that the incisions are healed and things are healing good around my midsection, I'm probably noticing the areas in my groin where they did surgery more. As far as discomfort goes, that's probably one thing right now. If I sit wrong or whatever, you can feel it. So that's still a bit of an issue, but it's not painful. It's just a little uncomfortable. So it's doable. Every day it seems to be a little bit better. So that's good. Let's see here. So one thing I haven't mentioned in any of these updates is kind of how I came to the point of a biopsy. Because a lot of guys are scared of that, and I was certainly scared of that as well. So just so happened that a friend of mine at work and I were talking one day. He stopped by my cubicle many months ago now. Okay, cool. Thanks, Vic. Many months ago now, he stopped by my cubicle, and we were just talking about stuff and health and things. And I told him was being candid about my rising PSA levels, and I was a bit concerned. And he actually mentioned to me that he was experiencing a similar thing where his PSA was rising, and that his doctor recommended that he get a biopsy. Of course, neither one of us wanted to do it. Ricky Dumont, what's up, buddy? Hey, man, I owe you a phone call. So through those conversations, when he told me he was leaning towards getting a biopsy, and I've been putting mine off, my doctor wanted me to do a biopsy over a year ago. I told him, look, if you are talking about taking your health seriously, I need to buckle up on mine. If you get a biopsy, I'll get mine done. It wasn't hinging on that, but look, let's partner together on this. Clearly, we both should get them done. Let's just do it. So we made a pact, him and I, that we were going to go ahead and get our biopsies done and do this together, not literally, but do them. I think they ended up being done about a week apart from one another, 7 or 10 days. He had his done first. Told me it wasn't. I'm trying to think. Did he say it was bad? I don't think he said it was bad. Robert Russell. He didn't say his was bad, so that was encouraging to me. But I saw enough on YouTube where half the guys were saying it was the worst thing they've ever gone through, or certainly up there in the top 3. And some guys were saying, look, it's not a big deal. I've said this before. My biopsy was a breeze. I mean, from beginning to end. From actually having it done. 12 cores taken out of my prostate, and then even the recovery was nothing. So guys, don't be afraid of a biopsy. If you even think there might be an issue with prostate cancer, a possibility, get it done. Okay, it's not worth messing around. I'm telling you, at the hands of a skilled guy, it really is nothing at all. So let's see. So he had his done. I went and got mine done. His PSA was a 6 over 6. And mine was 5.4 on the last one, so he was even higher than mine. So I was more worried about his. I was like, geez, maybe you do have cancer. And not really thinking that I might. But anyways, he had his done. I got mine done. He had his doctor call him with the results a couple days later, and thankfully he came back cancer-free, even though his PSA was higher than mine. And unfortunately, a few days later, I got the call that I had cancer in 7 of the 12 cores on mine, so it seemed like a lot. So, that's just kind of another reminder that a high PSA does not mean you have prostate cancer. A low PSA does not mean that you do not. So, you still got to kind of watch that. So biopsy is really one of the only ways to confirm that. Maybe there's an MRI or something that they can do, but I don't know that specifically. So thankfully for him, he is not cancerous, and unfortunately, or whatever for me, I was, but we're past it, 3 weeks into it. So that's good. So I'm grateful for him. You know who you are. His name starts with a W. I love you, bro. And he's been just super supportive ever since. And honestly, him and his family are dealing with their own issues health-wise. So I'm grateful to hear that. I was grateful to hear that he did not. So anyways, I love you, bro. And if we didn't have that open conversation that day, I know myself, I would have waited a year, maybe a year and a half to get the biopsy done. Andy, what's shaking, bacon? Good to see you, man. So all that to say, that was through just a candid conversation at the office one day, randomly, that we had the conversation that spurred me to go get mine done, that I know I would have waited on. And by that point, a year or two from now, who knows, that might have been too late and we'd be having a whole other conversation right now. So have those conversations. Be honest with your doctors. Talk to other guys. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to spur those conversations, right? Guys, we've all got that junk down there, right? So let's talk about it. Let's have these open conversations about our health. I believe that Wayne, that's his name, I believe he saved me through that conversation, and that's, whew, I'm forever grateful for that. So that's it. So great things are happening. We're really starting to feel a lot better. Eating really well. Beard's growing back slowly but surely. Yesterday on the way into the hospital, I hope I can get through this. I saw a guy walking across the crosswalk with me. Vic, you checked yours, 2.5. That's cool. That sounds like a good level. Really good level. Glad to hear it. And this guy, older gentleman, well, I'm an older gentleman. Who am I kidding? He was walking across the crosswalk, and our paths came to the same part of the sidewalk, and we were walking to the hospital, and he had a red rose in a cup. And just looked concerned. So I just kind of, making small talk, wanted to keep conversation with other folks. Obviously, he's going into a hospital, something's going on. Just said, hey, you're going into this treatment for you? Or he said, no, my wife's got cancer. And so I just gave words of encouragement best I could. And there was just so many women walking around the hospital with their cloth, bandana type things on their head. It's because of chemo and things. And it just made me super grateful. So, sorry. Did not expect that. Chris Hamilton, how you doing, man? So, there's a lot of people hurt right now. A lot of different illnesses, and cancer is one of them. So, for me to come out of this relatively scot-free, compared to a lot of other people that are dealing with more aggressive cancers, really breaks my heart, but I'm super grateful. So. Yeah, super grateful for every day. So, sorry, did not expect to have that hit me, but I thought about this guy yesterday and been praying for him. So, what else? How about you guys? Your turn. Give me a second. You guys got any questions? How's your life treating you guys? Mike Connor, haven't seen you in geez, a minute for sure, Mike. Good to see you on here, buddy. Mike, or Andy, thank you. It's good stuff. I've been having to figure out things to do with my time that are low stress and low impact. I still can't lift. They don't want me lifting weights for probably another week or two. So, or anything heavy. So, I've been pressing into my music a little bit more, which has been great. So, I've been doing some recording, a little bit of video editing, and that's been good for my mind and just creatively having an output. And worked on what I think is a very cool rock tune. Andy, I'll share it with you soon. I got the drums done, the bass done, and the guitars, and I'm working on lyrics right now. But thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. 21 months clean, Robert, dude. That's phenomenal. I mean, that beating an addiction is really, in a lot of ways, no more difficult than beating a really aggressive disease. So I mean to say that it's an extremely difficult thing to do. So I admire that strength within you. I admire I'm sure there's times you've cried out to Christ to help you through that, and you know, there's a lot of strength in that. So keep it up, dude. Don't let anything beat you down. This world's, it's gonna throw a lot of stuff at everybody, all of us, right? But it's how we respond to those things that are thrown our way. Do we let it stick? Do we let it bounce off, or what? So keep doing good, Robert. There's nothing right now that should pull you away from this lifestyle you're living, and I encourage you to keep up with that. Okay, only great things will come with that if you stay on that path. So I'm proud of you, man. You want to hear what, Vic? Jeff Brenniger, dude. Pierre, I miss you, bro. So happy for you and your family. It's growing, it looks like, and good things are happening. So I'm really, really grateful for that. You deserve it. Through these videos, I've had some people reach out to me on texts and Facebook messaging about their PSA tests. And in one case, it was a little higher than either one of us would have liked to have seen, so I kind of gave him my thoughts on it. I'm not a doctor, so I can't offer doctor advice, obviously, but just my experience and what I've researched. I've researched a lot on prostate cancer, as you can imagine. Just a ton to get into the point where I was ready to make a decision on how I wanted treatment. You have to be informed, and you have to know what you're up against in order to make the right decision. So I was able to share with a couple folks my own kind of what I know about their situation and how they might proceed, but always talk with your doctor, obviously, about that kind of stuff. Yeah, Robert, we'll get together soon, buddy. So hopefully that's been helpful to those folks, but yeah. That was heavy a minute ago. Music. Oh, you want to hear some music? Okay. Yeah. I'll share some with you. In fact, here, we can put a little bit on. It's probably going to sound like crap over this. I'll play you the first 20 seconds. How about that? Give you a little taste of it. This is it here. Here we go. All right, Andy. Take care, buddy. That's where the lyrics will start. So anyhow, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun to get back in touch with my creative side, and let that blossom a little bit. I've been working so much before the surgery that I kind of let all that stuff go. So that's been a very healthy thing for me to put some time into. Obviously, Laura's been very helpful through this whole thing, very encouraging, and she's been wonderful, and so I love you, Laura, and so has the whole family, as I said, and friends. So anyhow, that's really all I got. I just want to give you an update. We're progressing nicely, and I'm just super grateful for every day, and yeah, excited to actually, you've never heard me sound like crap before? I'll just leave it at that. I appreciate that. You're a good guy, Vic. So at some point, I'll put this music up on YouTube, I'm sure, and share a link on Facebook. So as I get more into these things and they get completed a bit more, I'll share it with you guys. So nothing but love to you all. Thanks again for all your support and for your prayers. And just know that we're fine. We're fine. We're doing good. An important part, the last thing I'll wrap it up with, is I have to wait until after September 7th for my next blood work for my PSA test. So after September 7th, I can go in for blood work, which I'll probably go in. I don't know what day that falls on. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it's a Saturday, first Saturday in September. So I'll probably go in that Monday, which looks like it may be the 9th. Yeah, Vic. And so after, probably around September 9th, I'll go in for my next blood work to test my PSA levels. That'll be the real teller here. It should come back. PSA level should be undetectable. Should be almost at zero, or basically at zero. I expect nothing less. I expect that to be the case. And so I'd ask for your prayers, just to pray that, in fact, all the cancer is gone and is gone for good. And I see no reason why that is. As I said in the previous video, I think I went over some of the pathology reports, and that all looked super clean. And even the pathology they were able to do by taking the prostate out confirmed a lot of that it hadn't spread. And Rich, we're going to do lunch, buddy. I'll call you maybe next week, okay? So that's one of the benefits of doing a surgery over radiation, right? If you do radiation, a couple things. Dave, how you doing, Barker? If you do radiation, you really almost can't go and do surgery afterwards, because the radiation does something to the tissue and makes it very, very difficult for the surgeons to really distinguish what's what in there once the radiation's done what it's done. The tissue becomes really, I guess, just it makes it real difficult to successfully and completely remove the prostate and surrounding stuff, because the radiation just damages the tissue, and there's so much. So because I did because they removed it, they send it in for, not just me, but if you have your prostate removed surgically, they send it in and they do a pathology report on it. And they can confirm if it exited the prostate or not. Hey man, Rich Jameson, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Victor, praise God for sure. So the pathology report, since I had it removed, confirmed that it hadn't exited the prostate, and there really was no signs of any cancer, any of the lymph nodes or the seminal vesicles. So I see no reason that the next PSA levels, PSA test should come back anything but negative or undetectable. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for you guys. So I'm going to leave it at that. I stand for everything, you guys, all prayers and well wishes. It's awesome. It's really helped me through it. So you're all on my Christmas list, man. So you'll all be getting, won't be getting coal from me. It looks like my video froze again. Wow, are you frozen? The heck? Okay, looks like my video froze, you guys. Sorry about that. I have a weird look on my face